I don't have a good place to put this light though.
Y'all good. Welcome back, everybody, to Facetious episode 103, brought to you on New Year's Day 2018 at approximately 6:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am one of the hosts. Happy to be back in here again. I am Larry, aka Bluemanrule, and I am joined as usual by my main Danny. He is kind of back. Can you say back in a new location? He has returned to a different location. Mike, aka Scarfinger, aka Real Talk. What's up, dog?
So no. But I was told that I'm not allowed to say that anymore. I'm not allowed to say stuff like that.
Well, I mean, be
anymore.
clear. You were told to do you, right? You're a grown man.
Yeah, I'm a grown ass man, dog.
Right, you're a grown man, but you said we hadn't talked about it before. And we had talked about it before, though, man. We had talked about if y'all aren't, if it went right by you, we're talking about using the N word.
No, see, here's my thing.
Okay, let's get it in.
It's something that I say in the chat often. That's what I'm saying. Like the conversation that we had about Facetious, that's something completely different.
Okay.
But like in the chat, like that's how I talk to my people. Y'all my people. So now I can't talk to my people the way that I'm supposed to talk to my people. What's up, heathen?
Oh, Chase up in this building already.
So it's a little. I don't know. I just kind of felt like nigga, I say nigga all the time. Like
right.
That's how I felt about it. Like so apparently there's new rules. And I'm not allowed to say, all right, let me just do that. All right, let me just do that. When the light was bothering me, though.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay.
So it ain't no big deal. I just started playing. It was just like, ooh, I made an old joke. Am I supposed to make old jokes now? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, that's how
yeah, that's quite funny. That's quite funny, man. So yeah, no, we were in the chat and when somebody hit up Mike and was like, man, why are you using the N-word, man? What's up with that word? Like we got non-black people in the chat.
The biggest issue was I used it as a general term in the chat that has at least three white people? Three
bare
white
minimum,
people?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I Chase is on the other show with me, and I say it all the time. I told y'all about that power. I told you all about that power, and y'all. See, Blue don't believe me, dog. Blue don't.
Not that I don't believe you, because my wife has watched up through season 3. It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that there are other things I want to get to, which I'll get into a little later. But okay. yeah. So it's not that I don't believe you and that you need more people. It's just that I got other things I want to get down with.
Yeah, but that power is greatness, son. Like it is like it's like I said, it's like it's Black Breaking Bad. Like it's to me, that's what it is to me.
Since we're talking about it, since we're talking about what's been going on, so I'm gonna throw this at y'all. And okay, so here's the thing. I told my wife all going into it, I'm like, look, and I didn't try to taint her view or anything. I was like, look, you might like Jessica Jones simply because of the stuff that you've watched before. Like you've watched Sons of Anarchy. So she's watched people be really despicable, right? She's watched shows and really enjoyed them.
And if she loves Sons of Anarchy, she might dig Luke Cage also because your boy's there.
Okay, right. And here's the thing. So she watched Luke Cage. She enjoyed Luke Cage. And I forgot that Jessica came before Luke, but she enjoyed Luke Cage. She thought it was okay. She didn't think it was the greatest, but she thought it was okay. And so I said, okay, you might like Jessica Jones. I'm like, me, I personally, I don't like it because I think she's a despicable person. My wife made it through episode.
I liked it better the second time.
Okay. So my wife made it all the way halfway through episode 2. And she was like, nope, I'm good. I'm not going back anymore.
You have to tell her that nothing matters until Kilgrave shows up.
I told her, I'm like, look, episode 6 is where that saved it for me and Mike. Like episode 6, you have to get to episode 6. And it's sad to say you have to get almost halfway through a show before it starts to get good, but you have to get to episode 6 before it starts appealing to me.
Well, I mean, with Buffy, you got to get through the whole first season. Like,
see, that's too much.
You got to get through the whole first season. That shit got to go. Like all of the first season, it sets the table for everything. But you got to get through that first season. Don't judge it on nothing on the first season. Make it to the second season and make your choices from there. But don't make no choices on the first season at all.
Right. So Okay, so she was like, "No, I'm not going back." I'm like, "Well," and I started thinking about the events. I'm like, "Well, there's only one connective thread really in Jessica Jones that connects her to everyone else, and it's the nurse." And I'm like, so she was like, 'cause at this point she didn't care about spoilers. I said, so you could skip it. You could gleefully skip it and not miss anything else. And she said, okay. So but I went to go donate blood on Friday. And
Okay.
I went to donate blood, and the phlebotomist, she was a young, cute girl. She, take your blood and stuff. But she was there, and I actually had my tablet because they have free Wi-Fi, but I had downloaded because I'm rewatching Daredevil season 2 again, right, to get back into it. Because after you see the Defenders, you kind of want to go back in. And
well, for me, my girl was like way behind me, so I got to experience all of this stuff again, like when we were around each other. And
this is literally my topic. This is literally one of my topics later, like re-experiencing stuff with people is greatness. So I told her, she was like, I was like, so I'm watching Daredevil, it's on Netflix. She was like, you know what I really liked and I watched. She's like, I hadn't watched Daredevil yet, but I really liked it and I watched it. Iron Fist. I said, I said, okay, so you haven't seen Daredevil, but you like Iron Fist. I said, okay, so you have to go and watch them in order. And if you watch Daredevil, I'm like, if you like the fighting in Iron Fist, she was like, yeah, it was really good. I'm like, the fighting, the choreography in Daredevil trumps that.
Yeah, when even in Iron Fist, and then like even in Iron Fist, when you watch a lot of martial arts, you just realize just how slow it is.
Right.
And obviously they had to make it slow. I'm like, look, okay, you had to make it slow for him because he didn't have enough time to train properly. But so why didn't you just speed it up?
Right. Man, I'm telling you, like, I don't know why they didn't just borrow like a similar, because it's technically a different discipline, right? It's technically a different martial arts discipline, but man, the fighting and
when they fight each other, when they're all fighting in the Defenders, clearly he's not the best fighter.
Like, right. He's getting whipped. Like he's getting worked, until he breaks out the glowing fist. But anyway, I told her. And so like, that was something that I found just quite hilarious, man. I went to donate blood and I was like, wow, I'm sitting here watching Daredevil and she's like, it looks pretty good. I'm like, well, yeah. But she was like, I really liked Iron Fist. I'm like, well, see, how can I explain this without breaking her heart? You know what I'm saying?
Iron Fist, like I say, the saving grace of Iron Fist is Ward, and like everything that he's going through. But that doesn't really work in a show called Iron Fist. You're right. Ward is the one that really goes through the most of the ups and downs, and like you're following through all of the ups and downs with Ward, basically.
Yeah, summarily, yeah, absolutely. Because you're looking at like, man, this whole thing is ridiculous. Like, it's just, man, it's kind of crazy. So I quite enjoy it. I mean, it could even be argued that the sister went through a bigger growth arc than Danny did. It could be argued that she did.
My biggest gripe with any TV show of this type is at the end of the first season, you're supposed to have a pretty good grasp on what you can do and what you can't do. They can add stuff later, but you're supposed to have a pretty good grasp. And at the end of the first season of Iron Fist, he does not have a pretty good grasp over what he can and can't do. You're
right. I mean, there's nothing else really to say about it.
All right, then. I think he got to go to work around this time.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Understood. But listen, man. Okay, so let's get into a couple other things, because I have quite a few things on the agenda, man, that all happened that I'm just I started writing my life down, and it's pretty funny. So I was at work and I was doing something online. And I think I was doing something, and it was like, hey, go check this video out here. Sorry, I said go check this video out here to go do more things, to go learn more about this particular thing. So I went to go do that, and then I went to go do it, and it didn't let me do it because of the the network restrictions we have at work. So I'm like, how would you ask me to go do something good and well I can't access?
Right.
Like what good is that?
You gonna ask me to do work and then tell me I can't do work?
Right. Exactly. So it was just.
Oh, pause.
I just wanted to say Happy New Year.
You paused for a second for me.
Did I? I didn't mean to. Am I back?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Happy New Year to everyone. But yeah, so yeah, man, I was just like, wow. So that's one reason why the episode title is named Unlost Irony, right? Because the irony is not lost on me, right? Second thing. So I finished the game on my PS4. I told you guys I let my son borrow my PS4 after I finished out Uncharted Lost Legacy. So I let him borrow my PS4, and I have the Uncharted Nathan Drake's collection, right? So he started playing that. He played through 1, 2, and 3. And, you know, I drop in on him, see how everything was going. He's on 4 now. Drop in on him periodically and stuff. And my youngest son is playing through Tomb Raider Anniversary on the 360.
Train him right.
Right, exactly. Do what you do, right. And it's just funny, man, when you go in and you watch someone experiencing something that you forgot you did as well, and you like re-experiencing it again. So you going through that with your girl right now, like with the show, but like I'm doing that with my kids with games, and it's pretty cool, man. It's humbling though, because you're like, man, that's right. How did I get through that? How did I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's been so long since I played the Uncharted, even 4. It's been like a year since I played Uncharted 4, and I ain't nowhere near finished at all. So, but it's like, and so like going back and like re-experiencing 2 would be like a treat. Laughing at someone playing 3 would probably be the best, and like their frustration of being stuck in those quick time events. While other people shooting at you and all that kind of stuff, like that would probably be like really awesome. But I don't really have that here because my girl don't play games, and Pooh Bear plays games, but she likes to sing in Roblox and
right.
Like that. So.
Now, what's funny is that on the very first Uncharted, there is an open area where you drop down. There's these columns, and it's really grassy and greens, and it's this open area where these enemies start flooding out. And I remember playing through that one and distinctly having an issue. But my oldest son, who was playing through it, had the same issues. He must have played that area like 8 to 10 times, bruh.
Let me tell you, there's 2 issues with every Uncharted game.
All right.
2. And keep saying what happened to your beard, son.
Oh man, I had to let it go because it started all these bumps and stuff. If you see on the side of my face, man, I had to let it go, man, because it was starting to cause all those bumps. Like I said, I was gonna keep the beard, and as long as it didn't provide me any facial issues, and it's provided facial issues, so I had to trim it all and let it go. So
yeah, I had to cut mine down more because brother had to go to a job interview.
There you go.
We'll speak on that a little bit later, because all of that stuff started happening after our last show. So like all of the facetious listeners have no idea unless they follow me on like Facebook and stuff like that. All the facetious people have no idea what's happened to me and why I'm here.
Right.
Instead of being at home. So but yeah, I cut mine for that. But like the 2 issues were Uncharted. 1, everybody's a bullet sponge.
Everybody, it makes no sense.
You just be dry. I mean, like it's Uncharted is worse than the Division to me.
Yes, when it comes to
the only thing that saves Uncharted is some of those dudes you can clearly tell they are wearing like military gear and armor and stuff like that, but they are bullet spongy as hell.
Yeah.
The second issue with every Uncharted game is them fools got the best grenade throwing accuracy ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like you could be shooting and like somebody throw a grenade and it lands like right there.
Right. Oh yeah, every time, dog.
Every single time, it's right there. Like it don't go past you, it don't go beside you, it lands right there.
Absolutely, and it sticks on like they make it land right on top of your cover, like right next to your face too. And I was just like, man, how are you guys tossing these things like that, man?
Yeah, it's like every enemy in Uncharted is pre-collarbone Aaron Rodgers. Like seriously,
like they be sitting back just hitting it.
Pre-collarbone. Post-collarbone, not so much.
No. Hey man, you knew he wasn't ready when he came.
I think he was just out of rhythm. Like he'd been out too long.
Yeah. You can't just drop in and expect to get that flow back. You just can't do it. You can't do it. So, but no, man. So you know, another irony, dog. Another irony is at Christmas. You know, they run the best deals, right? but I feel so bad when I buy stuff for myself. Like when I'm out here buying games, like I bought this mic for myself, right? But I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, I gotta get a Game Away. Like I gotta get a Game Away. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do that thing. Which congratulations to Meef J, who won the copy of Assassin's Creed.
Of course, Meef won. Like
of course he did. Of course he did. You know.
And he was the one that was closest to the answer. He had the answer,
right, and it talked himself out of the answer.
He had the answer
on the head.
He talked himself out of it. He actually had it on the head. The answer
and the reasoning behind it, which I was really surprised about.
Right. So the real answer was 7-1.
Right. Mike on 7 copies, finished 1, the very first.
Well, 7 versions.
7 versions, and then finished.
I only finished the first one.
The original Assassin's Creed. Right. And Meef actually legitimately said that when he submitted his entry, but then talked himself out of it. I'm like, but he was still closest. So congrats on that, Jay. And he used the code and everything. So I'm happy for him because it's a great game, dude. And on PC, I'm pretty sure it is marvelous. So, but yeah, man, I feel so bad when I'm giving to myself. I feel so bad buying gifts for myself, dog. Like I just.
Well, see, my girl had, because we ain't been here for Christmas either. So my girl was, she left early because she was supposed to leave because her grandchild was being born, but she was supposed to leave like on the 16th.
Okay.
So she was supposed to leave on the 16th, but the baby was born early, so she left, and then she came back like a week before Christmas. And so then while she was gone for 2 weeks, like a lot of people didn't do what they were supposed to do here. So she was like super busy.
Right. When she got back.
She was super busy when she got back. So I was in the store. I was like, it got to be like Friday before Christmas. It was like, well, it's too late to Amazon something. So,
right, because it snuck up on you, boy.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm in the store. I'll look for some stuff. And then I was like, all right, I found a few things. I was like, you know what? I might as well just buy them and you just give me the money back. So I ended up buying technically, she paid for it, but I bought my own Christmas stuff.
Right. Felt weird, right?
Yeah, it did. It felt a little bit weird. But but I didn't want to try to. My thing was I wanted to make sure that I stretched the money because we had a limit. I went over my limit, but I went over my limit for her. But I bought stuff in advance.
Oh, okay, so probably pre-established the limit. Probably before the limit was pre-established. Okay.
Well, no. After the limit was established, I kind of. I went over by $15-$20.
Okay, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I didn't go over a lot, but it's something that I really wanted to do for. But yeah, so I ended up buying that, and I'm going to buy something else for myself. I had to wait till after the move and all that kind of stuff to get that right. But I'm gonna buy me a capture card so I can make some more videos and get that popping.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Agata has one out there, but no, man, I was thinking about that.
But see, I'm gonna go with AverMedia because it's PC-less. Because the problem that I'm going to have is my PC is going to be here. I'm using I'm went old school and I'm using my laptop right now because my PC isn't set up, but the TV is gonna be over there.
Okay.
Back there. So they're not gonna be close to each other. So I'm gonna have to go PC-less and be able to record to a card and then worry about that after the fact.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, look, man, if there was some way for the Xbox One X to accept input, you could use that to record because it can record up to in a 4K, which that is a great built-in feature because if you look at recording cards, even at 1080p, they're still expensive. But if you that up to 4K,
the card that I'm getting ready to buy is like 130. And as and then there's some stuff out there that I ain't never even heard of. That's in the 200s and all that other stuff.
Yeah, man, it's nuts, dude.
There's a lot of stuff out there, and there's a lot of expensive stuff out there. But I don't really need to do all of that. It's not making Rimworld videos is that graphically intensive.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my only feeling about it.
Now, Mike, I'll say this, man. You know, you play Rimworld, and I'm up on my RPGs, and this is what happened to me. Why play a game when it doesn't want you to finish it? This is what happened to me. So I was playing this Tales of Berseria game, right? I got about 79 hours in it, and I am at a point. I am at the very end of the story. I already know this because they said I'm pretty much at the end. So I'm at the point in the game, and I can do one fight, and then after this fight, this is what happens. If I enter a cutscene and let the cutscene play out, the game crashes. I can skip the cutscene, but sometimes if I try to skip the cutscene, the game crashes. If I turn the camera to adjust my view, the game crashes. And it does this the entire time. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do here? So I just uninstalled the bad boy.
I bought a game and then found out that it's crap on PC, and now I'm regretting my purchase.
Which one is that?
Okay, so I've been watching YouTube videos, and one of the guys that I just started following recently, I follow his other channel, but he makes videos using Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, what up?
He made those Freddy and Jason videos.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that guy, he also has another channel where he just does Let's Plays, and he's playing in 2 of the games he's playing through. He's playing through the Saints Row series. He finished 1, but he's also playing like San Andreas. So I've been watching him play those games, and like, so I really was like, yo, I really want to play some Saints Row. And I know, so I went on, and I know like all of my shit is packed, all of my stuff is packed up. So and like my 360, some of it is in this box, you know, well, my 2 360s, some of it is in this box, some of it is in that box. They not, you know, getting to my 360s is going to be a little rough. PlayStation doesn't work. PlayStation is where I have 2, you know, Saints Row 2.
Okay.
So I have all the rest of them for 360. And then so I went and I got my my original copy of Saints Row, put it in my Xbox, and the Xbox is like, nah, son, we don't need roll. We don't need roll like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? So apparently you can play Saints Row 3 on the Xbox One, but you can play 3 and 4, but you can't play 1 and 2.
Ah, that's tough.
So I was like, all right, so I look into a PC version. The Saints Row 1 is not on PC. So I was like, I'll do, you know, it's a Steam sale. What's going on? The game was only $250. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do that. So then I'm looking at the reviews, and all of them was like, yo, this is a terrible PC port. Like, it is terrible. Like, you gotta be able to like go on and put in like some mod that adds stuff to the game to at least make it stable enough to play. And I'm like, I know it's only $250, but I'm like, man, I don't want to spend this $250. I might get my money back from Steam. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now. $250. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, it's just like,
I think I got an extra copy of Saints Row 4 on PC. I'll take a look, you know.
You know, they gave it to us for free on Xbox a while ago.
Right.
I have all of them, but it's just I had 2 on PlayStation.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so it's a little crazy. I wanted to get into some Saints Row. I really wish I could have played 1 on the Xbox. That would have been cool. So I bought that, and I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. But I bought that, and I did it. I finally pulled the trigger. EDGers drink.
What?
I bought Kingdoms of Amalur.
Nice.
I bought it.
Nice.
I don't know when I'm gonna play it. I don't know when I'm gonna play it, especially because I've gave my daughter my alpha. She has my alpha, so because you know I didn't need it anymore, and you know since I bought a new PC, and so I don't know when I'm gonna play it. You know, downloading it is gonna be a pain. The internet here isn't the greatest, but it's better. It's better if I'm in here. It's better than where I was.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll just say, congratulations. The combat is legit, though. The combat is legit. I will say that.
That's what y'all say. That's what y'all say. And I'll find out at some point. Over the course of the year, I am going to sit down and I'm going to give this game its chance.
Okay. Okay. See, that doesn't sound good off the top.
No. I'm gonna really sit down. I'm gonna really sit down and I'm gonna give this game the chance that it deserves from your boy.
All right. So, okay. So I do hope you enjoy it. I really do. I think it's a good game. I had a great time.
And you got your boy The Witcher too.
I did, man. I did. I saw it on sale and I was like, look here, man. Mike needs that thing. So
I was gonna buy it, but like with all of this moving and stuff, I was just kind of like, okay, I'll get it, but I'll get it when it, you know, after I get all of this stuff settled. And you know, at the time I didn't know where I was going, and like, you know, all of the stuff with the job was ending and all this kind of crazy stuff. So right. I was like, I'm gonna get it. I just don't know when I'm gonna get it. And
right.
You got it for me.
Right. No, man, I had to get it. I was like, man, it's mad cheap. And you've been saying, look, the only reason I ain't played The Witcher 3 is that I need to play The Witcher 2. So you need to hurry and play that. Like, that's the reason why I bought it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you need to get on The Witcher 3. It's probably the greatest game this generation. Well, it is, hands down. So you need to go play it.
Does 2 on PC have controller support?
Yes, natively. I played through it all the way. And you don't have to do anything. You just power it up and it works. So, yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend that. But also, so you said you mentioned a little bit. I guess we can get into it now because I do got more topics. But you did mention that, you know, you got a different job situation going on now. So let the people know.
So when was our last show? Our last show
week before Christmas. So Christmas was last Monday. It was the Monday before that. So what, the 18th?
So the 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. On the 20th. I get a phone call from the guy at the home office of the company I was working for.
All right.
And they tell me that the company I used to work for is taking over the management of where I was working, and I will no longer have a job as of the 31st.
Man. So tough, man.
And so again, I lost my job and my home.
Right. Twice.
Yeah. So it happened July of 16. Then and I look, let me tell you, my start date of me working for the company I was working for was December 19th, 16.
Okay.
I get this call
20th.
On the 20th of 17. Wow. So I just been there a year.
Right.
So yeah, so like I'm scrambling. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like I get my resume and stuff polished that Friday, and I start applying for some jobs. I apply for jobs on the 22nd and the 23rd, and you know, just hoping to hear back from somebody on the 26th, because you know I'm not expecting to hear from nobody over Christmas. Right. So I get a call on the 26th. It's a job. It's a one of those payday loan, title loan, check cashing joints. And they called me back and they said they wanted to set up a interview for Friday.
Word.
Because I knew I had Friday off, because I took Friday off because I had to move. Originally they told me I had to move by the 31st, but they gave me some more time. But I didn't know they gave me some more time until Saturday.
When I
was already moving out. I moved most of it out. I had a little bit left, but yeah, so I didn't know they gave me the extra time until then. So so I go for the interview, and the first interview goes pretty well.
Sweet. And
so I leave, and then I call my girl, letting her know what's going on, and she says, you know, hey, the old district manager, you know, my district manager called me, and she used to be my district manager also. And she got it done for you, boy. She made it so that I can stay here.
Okay, good.
So like I'm worrying about trying to figure out somewhere to live, and I didn't want to leave Richmond. So now
I like Richmond too, man. You know, just visiting out there. I like Richmond.
Yeah. I don't have to. So now I don't have to leave Richmond. I can stay here and be safe. I don't have to pretend like I don't live here. You know,
right?
Like I can. You know, I don't have to worry about getting her in trouble by me being here too long or anything like that. Right. So that part's straight. Then after talking to her, I get a call back from the lady I just interviewed with, and she said, can you come back for another interview at 4:30? My original interview was 11.
Right, man, that's crazy.
So I turn around and I go back and I talk to the lady, and when I get there, like the lady tells me straight up, she was just like, "Yo, she is not easily impressed." And she said, the moment you walked out the door, she called me and told me that I needed to talk to you.
Word up. Well, congrats on that, man. That's blessed, boy.
So I had to retake this little test thing, one of those little personality dealios.
Right.
And because I got 1 point short of where they wanted me to be. So they wanted me to retake it. And then they said, pending a background check, I got a job. Sweet. So technically, I got confirmed to have a job before my other job had officially ended.
There you go. Well, that's what's up. See, man, that's a blessing, man.
So I got so like shout out to everybody who put up some positive vibes and prayers and all that kind of stuff. Because I only really spoke about it. I spoke about it on the last Scarcasm. Y'all should listen to Scarcasm. I know there's not a whole lot of cross pollination, but we need to work on that. And then I said a little bit on Facebook, but I didn't say it all on Facebook.
Right.
So man, it's been a rough couple weeks, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah, man.
It's been like the up and downness of these couple weeks has been, bruh. But man, we got it. Like I tried my best to stay in it. I tried to stay focused. Like it was really difficult to stay. It was really difficult to stay positive because I'm just like, bruh, it was really difficult to stay positive and feel like, my old job is doing it to me again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's easy to fall into that trap.
Yeah, but I stuck with it. I kept at it, and I'm still here. So I mean, I'm still, I'm able to. I got somewhere to live. I got a job coming, and everything was actually pretty good. Like I was very worried about everything, but everything kind of worked itself out. So.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats for you, man. I'm happy for you, dog. When you put it in the chat for us, I was like, dang it, man, we just went through this. And
yeah, but that's what I kept trying to tell myself. I know it was hard to, because I'm a pessimist. Like I'm a pessimist. I truly believe in myself, but for everything else, I'm a pessimist. So I always think the worst. So but I kept having to remind myself, you've been here before.
Right. Yeah.
You've been here before. It's this ain't, this ain't the end. Like this is just you got to start over.
Right.
And it sucks, but you can get through this. You got through it last time. We can do this again. And just telling myself over and over again, we can do this again. We can do this again.
Right.
And then just Friday, everything just fell into place.
So that's good, man. So you had a chance to actually enjoy the New Year's and the holiday without stress, and just to sit down and kind of breathe a little bit, which is good, brother. Which is good.
Well, I mean, I try to enjoy the New Year, but I'm sore. Like I moved on Saturday.
Right.
And then I went back to clean up a little bit more today. So, and I still got a little bit of stuff left, but it's mostly the stuff that I was using to clean up with, and my stuff in the kitchen. Right. I gotta sell a washer and dryer that I went through so much to get that damn washer and dryer. Now I ain't got nowhere to put it.
Man, that's tough. Well, shoot, I hate that for you. But like I said, man, maybe I was gonna say maybe it's
cool. I mean, let's wash and dry here. Like I don't need it here. So,
no, I got you. Yeah, so man, it's the new year, Mike, and we were talking a little bit about fitness in the chat earlier, but I was at the gym last week, and a couple of guys that I work with were actually in the gym with me as well, and they noticed it as well. So there was this really, like, she was a pretty attractive girl, like and she was really unique. She had a unique body type. She was a white girl. She really had a lot of shape. She had like a Latin American bottom half, right?
She had a dunk.
Yes. And like she was wearing like what looked like PJs. It was like pink and white. But I was thinking, okay, so you don't really, like, it stuck out already, right? But then I was like, hold on, is she wearing a thong? And I'm like, who do you know works out in the thong? So I asked my wife, and my wife said, well, you know, she's probably just thirsty. But like, who works out in a thong, dog? Especially when you don't need
Okay, let's correct that. She's not thirsty. She's thirst trapping. Like, that's a completely different thing. She is acquiring thirst. She is not thirsty herself.
Okay, so my thing is, like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like, here's the thing. Like, you would think that, right? If she had herself all fixed up, but no, bro. She had a bun on. She was in there with just like a regular black sweatshirt, right? And then, like I said, she had these pink and white, horizontally striped PJs, kind of like thing. So it's like, it's not like she in there all dressed up to be, you know, like the honey for the flies, right? She not in there to be that. So I'm like, why? Like, don't you know that doing lunges and squats in a thong is like ridiculous? Like, do you know the level of discomfort that would elicit? I don't understand why you're in there doing it. I just don't understand. You know, and I put it in the chat last week with you guys because I was baffled. I was like, why? Because I'm thinking about all the moves I would do. Like, you're not gonna see me as a dude in there in the G-string working out. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, and it's the same thing applies for both, unless you're a stripper. Like, you know, like it's okay. So I, you know, I pretty much boiled it down to two things.
All right.
Well, three things. One, she ain't had nothing else clean. Two, she's a stripper. Or three, she know he was gonna be there, and she wanted to make sure that he saw that.
And here's the odd thing. I've seen her in there before because, like I said, she's kind of hard to miss. I've seen her in there before. She had a wedding ring on before. She didn't have.
Oh, he or she, isn't it?
Oh, I hear what you're saying. But I'm just baffled. Like, why would you do that?
I'm the resident liberal around here.
Clearly, I guess I go in with presumptions. But just because the type of marriage we have legalized here in Oklahoma. But so I don't know, man. I was just like, wow, this is real confusing to me. Like, I was really confused. I'm like, when I go to the gym, I ain't worried about nobody else, dog. When I'm in the gym, I'm thinking about my agenda that I have. Generally, I have it pulled up on my phone. I got Lil Jon in my ears, and I ain't worried about no one or nothing else. But she caught me during because I have a 15-second break between each one of my exercises, and I was in a room that had a window, so I was looking out. I was in a little workout room, and outside was a big fitness room with all the machines and stuff, and so I was like, why is she wearing a thong right now? Like, why is that even the case? And I'm like
I mean, I'm like this, bro. If she had a donk, like, just to be like, all right, then I see you, and then just let it be from there. Just be like, I'll get my workout while looking at a donk in the thong.
I was just baffled, man. I guess I was baffled.
I mean, it is baffling. Like, but like I've seen like Coco, you know, Ice-T's wife. I've seen her doing like squats with dumbbells and stuff like that in her heels. Like, it's just kind of, you know, and like, you know, there's Instagram models that do all of this stuff all the time, wearing who knows what, working out and stuff like that, and putting pictures and videos up of them doing this. It really is thirst trapping. But like, maybe that's her ankle. Like, if that's her ankle, then more power to you. Like, you know what? I'm enjoying the phone.
You're just gonna take pleasure.
I'm not gonna think about all of the stuff that comes with it, because I know you working out. Working out usually makes you a little funky. Like, I don't want to think about how the thong probably smells when you're done. Like,
right.
Like, see, I don't want to.
Again, to me, is why I don't understand what's going on in this building. Like, that's why I didn't understand what's going on in this building.
Maybe just unlike a lot of women, maybe she's comfortable in that thong. Like, maybe it works for her. Like, I know women who are very comfortable wearing such things. So maybe for her, it just works. It's just her normal thing.
See, so I asked Sheridan and Alicia, like two girls that I work with, and I'm like, you know, Sheridan's married. Alicia's talking to someone right now. And I was like, okay, cool. So let me ask y'all a question. Like, okay, would you go to the gym and work out in a thong? Number one. Is that normal for someone to do it? Number two,
but both of them have regular jobs. Like, it's not like they really worried about being thonged up working for the government.
Well, keep in mind, like, I'm working out at the government facility, so everyone here either works for the government or is a member of the armed forces or a spouse of said armed forces, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking, you know. But again, so like I said, I'm just
that changes things a little bit. Yeah, that changes things a lot, actually.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that part until just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just thirst trapping. It's just thirst trapping. Like it's just thirst trapping. That's the only thing we can say it is, thirst trapping.
All right, man. I just man, it just baffled me. All right, so past that though. So you know what, man? I finally listened to the Black Thought freestyle. Bruh. Son, that freestyle was off the chain. Like he just went off, and everybody, now there are videos out there with his lyrics on the side.
Like what he like, you listen to the freestyle and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. Especially if you listen to mainstream music and you know what's out there.
I know it, and he's talking about the young kids being overly emotional, and I'm like, oh, get him.
Yeah, and I listen to some of it. You know, lately I've been listening to a lot of it. You know, I actually listened to a Migos album.
Oh, okay.
But the Migos have the best hustle ever. It is the best hustle ever. Let me tell you what the Migos hustle is.
All right.
Get me a really fire beat. I'm going to make a really simple song. And I'm just going to replicate that over and over and over and over. And as long as the beat is hot, you can't do anything to stop me. Like the songs are really simple. They say a lot of the same stuff. Like I listened to the whole album, and it's just more. Every song is every yeah. You know, I was. You know, I got tired of listening. I got tired of listening to the same stuff over and over again. So I was like, you know what? I'm listening to these Migos. I listened to the Drake album a few weeks ago. There's a couple of gems on there. The last one, Views. I think Views. I think is the last album. There's a couple of gems on there. And you know, just like you're packing and you're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. And, you know, just throwing some music and just going about your business. So that's really what it was for me. But like that hustle is greatness, because it's like if you were that painter, right? You know where you see art and then you have that one painting and it's just a dot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just a dot.
Right.
But people really like that dot. So like you
interpret that, how you see it, you know what I'm saying?
You interpret what you need to into it. You know what I mean? Like it's you know, it's like
it's existential in its existential in its simplicity.
You know,
and
I know it's a white canvas with a black dot, but like it's like you staring to the abyss. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff.
Right, but then there's a whole contrast of light and dark and and conquering and imagine being able to replicate that by just using different versions of the same dot on different paintings that you can sell to people for the same amount of money. And that's what the Migos is. The dot with a tilde on top.
The dot, it's basically the artist that makes the dot picture on a musical scale, because like they're not doing anything sophisticated. It's not complicated, but it jams because of the music around it. Like you can do something simple and you can cake, and that's the draw. Because like
so you telling me they got a fire canvas, but they just put a dot on it. Like they got this really awesome canvas and they just threw a dot on there. It was like, what?
That's the Migos. That's the Migos. Like that's really the Migos. So that's like the more I listened to it, the more I was like, I get it. This is brilliant. Like this is brilliant, because all you got to do is just make something that sounds hot. It don't have to actually be hot. It just has to sound hot. And
right.
You can make millions off of young people who don't know any different. And they don't have to be Black Thought, because, you know, as great as that freestyle was.
That freestyle was phenomenal.
As great as that freestyle was, like, how many young people you know care about Roots albums?
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
So it's on that level.
What was funny is that Joe Budden, you know, Joe Budden has a podcast. And he was talking. He was like, he said this, and I didn't think a lot of people actually felt this way about Black Thought, but he said this. He He said, yeah, man, that's what Black Thought does. He's like, all these cats, all these young kids right now, they don't listen to the Roots, so they don't know. But yeah, that's what Black Thought does. He's like, I would have been more upset if Black Thought went on there and didn't blow up the spot. You know what I mean? Right. He's like, I would have been more surprised of that. Of this, I'm not surprised.
That's to be expected, but like because he's on which one? Fallon, right?
Yes, he's on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. So when he's on with Fallon, like he's singing and all kinds of stuff. Like he's doing extra stuff. So like maybe it was just like, you know what, I'm gonna check in. And you know, they do on Fallon, they do these random things where they just kind of freestyle off the top of their head and stuff that. Mm-hmm. And you know, they just kind of have fun with it. But it's like, okay, so I've been doing this fun thing for a while. Let me put in some work. And like he put in that work.
Dog, when he was okay, guys, in case y'all didn't know, I used to freestyle literally at lunch, ragging on people. That's what we used to do. I grew up rapping. I got a couple of tapes. Like, that's what I used to do. That dude freestyle
I used to want to be a rapper. That's where the Scarfinger name came from.
Right, I did too. Like,
but then I had my spot blown up, and it completely ruined my rap career. Like, it was the problem with my rap career is I'm too judgmental of myself, and it took me too long to write songs.
Oh, okay.
Like I would write a song and I would just tinker with it for like 2 weeks. Like I just couldn't just let it be what it is.
So you're better than me because I'm at the other end of the spectrum. I would actually go in and I would listen to the beat for about 10-15 minutes straight. And I would just go through my head and I would freestyle on the album. That's how I got down. I wouldn't write anything. I think I wrote one. I think I wrote one song. And I did like 12 songs.
I'm gonna tell you when I was in, I think it was the 11th or 12th grade. I can't remember. I came up with the Scarfinger idea in 10th grade. So when I was in the 11th, I think it was the 11th grade. I wrote a song. I had to tape the single to Dead Presidents, the Jay-Z joint, and it had the instrumental. I wrote this song, and after I wrote it, I rewrote it. I went through it. I changed words here. I changed stuff there. I went through it all, and I was like, I got this. So I'm in the whip right with my ex-wife, her best friend, and the best friend's boyfriend. And I was like, yo, I wrote this song. It's hot. Like, yeah, let me run this for y'all. So I had to put on the joint, and then I spit my song. And it was like, wow, that was actually really good. And the boyfriend, my man Renzo was like, no, play that again. And I kind of went, what is you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is you doing? And then he spit a freestyle over the same beat and completely destroyed my rap career at that point because he came off the top with that. And it took me 2 weeks to write my song, and his song was better than mine.
Yep, and that's what I used to do, man. And it was tough because I just needed to get the beat, and I just needed to focus. I needed to focus on a particular theme or what I wanted to say, and then let's go. And then I'd get with it. So it is quite fun. It is quite fun because
shout out to Renzo, man. I heard he went out to be a chef a little bit later. He went to school to be a chef.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So that's hilarious though. But no, man, if you guys hadn't checked out that Black Thought freestyle, let me tell you, the dude is flowing, freestyling, not really taking a breath, no choruses, and he does not start sweating until about minute 8. Like he is in it. It is a 10.5-minute freestyle or a little over 10-minute freestyle.
No, it's just short of 10. They call it 10 minutes, but it's just short of 10.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
someone timed it afterwards.
I forgot about the intro, and the outro. But man, look. It's greatness. So y'all should check it out. I linked one in the chat. I'm on the show notes. I'll try my best to link one in the show notes with the lyrics on the side.
I'm gonna tell you one of there's my favorite, two of my favorite freestyle sessions. Both were on Green Lantern. This is like years ago. There's a Slaughterhouse freestyle session, and they all get busy, especially Ortiz. Ortiz gets so busy, it's like crazy. And there's another one that I really like is the boy Charles Hamilton. You know, Charles Hamilton he had a little bit of emotional issues. And then like he was on a video where he got slapped by this chick on the video on like a YouTube video, and like people came after him for that. He was like, "What did y'all think I was supposed to do? Was I supposed to punch her in the face?" Like, you know, people was like, "It's like, yo, you just got slapped." Like she slapped shit out of him. Like, let's be real.
Right.
But he was just like, what was I supposed to do? Like, was I supposed to hit her, especially on camera? Like, what did you expect me to do? Yeah, so, but like, there's a Green Lantern freestyle. It's in 2 pieces on YouTube. And he is really just going off the top of his head. They keep switching the beat on him. And in the beginning, he's just kind of like, whatever. He's just kind of in it and just freestyling. And then like towards the halfway point, he is in it. And he is like really, really going. And I thought, I used to think Charles Hamilton was going to be the future.
Really? But okay, so Slaughterhouse Greenhouse Freestyle Part 1. All right. Word up.
Yeah, and then the Charles Hamilton jump. Like Charles Hamilton has a song that all y'all gaming nerds will probably love. Is I think it's called November 10th.
Okay.
It's the beat is a Marble Zone from Sonic
what?
Sample.
No, quit playing.
Like really, he makes it. Someone made a beat out of Marble Zone.
Nah, man, y'all joking. Y'all joking.
Yeah, he had a really thing. He had a thing for Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know. But yeah, it's straight Marble Zone. Somebody took Marble Zone and it made a beat. But yeah.
Word up. So yeah, man. So that's, I mean, like I said, I'm a hip hop fan, but like Black Thought is one of the dudes who over the years has just continually just been legit. So
there's a more recent Black Thought and Method Man freestyle. That's pretty dope also.
Yeah, and I didn't pull it down. I saw it, but I just want people to go out there, just really take your chance and listen to this one. Like listen to this one, and then pull up the ones with the lyrics, so you can understand. I got them in the notes. Yeah,
that's how great this is. Like
yeah,
what he's saying.
When you, because you hear it like so my oldest son was talking about the anomaly of how people that grow up listening to a lot of death metal, he's like, for some reason they can't pick out the lyrics like people who grew up listening to hip hop does, right? So for him, it's easier for him to go out and listen to lyrics in death metal than it is for someone who listens to death metal to come over to hip hop and listen to the lyrics. And so
it's like the like, you know, there's some stuff, you know, Chase is real about that life.
Yeah, he is.
But like if I listen to it, I can't pick out exactly what they're talking about. Like I'm just like, okay, this, you know, it's okay, I guess it sounds hard. Like I don't really know what's really happening here.
Right. Well, that's kind of like Darren too. Like he likes metal. Like he likes metal, and so
like, I'm a regular metal fan. Like I really like Metallica and stuff like that. But like when you get to death metal and the growling, like I don't know what he's saying. Only thing I hear is
That's it. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it either, man. But you all right over there? You a lozenge? You a Ricola? So
yeah, I need a little something, but yeah, I can't do that jump for long. But people do that jump, and it is like cool. And then like the people who like screech, I don't know what they're saying,
right?
But like Chase is about that life. But yeah, it's crazy. But see, like Chase can listen to all of that, but he can't listen to Big Crit because like that Southern hip hop thing just doesn't work for him.
Off, huh?
Southern hip hop doesn't work for him at all.
That's crazy, man. All right, Mike, we almost done. We got 7 minutes left until it's an hour, and I got one topic left, and then we'll move on. Shout outs. My final topic is, and it's real short. I was getting ready to, so I told you I'm in like this bowl tournament with Darren and them at work, and we selected the bowl winners and everything, and I was like tied for second place. I think I'm further back now. I don't even think I can win now, but I was looking online because I was looking at the scoreboard, and then it showed like the games that were coming up next. And then there was a link that told you where you could buy the tickets from. So I was looking at the Franklin American Mortgage City Bowl, which featured Northwestern and Kentucky. And do you know the price of those bowl tickets?
$100?
Mike.
A G?
Think about the bowl. No, think about the bowl. It's the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl. Bruh, I ain't even lying to you. At one point, now these were like nosebleeds all the way back, $3 ticket. $3.
I'll take it.
$3, bro. $3. It was $3 stinking dollars.
I saw a thing where someone was talking about the last couple of games for the skins, you know, because you know they're not very good. So the last couple of home games, like you could get $5 tickets to go see the skins, bro. You can spend $5 to go see the skins.
Man, so, Glowbox gets into them things for free, man. Gets into the joints for free. But yeah, man, $3 tickets. I was like, for a bowl game, $3? $3. So yeah,
like, you said the teams that was there, like who really wants to see that?
Right. I mean, you're right. But that's all I'm saying.
There's too many bowl games. There's too many bowl games.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I knew you were gonna have to work some of the bowl games into the playoff system. That was my recommendations before they did it. You're welcome, America. You are welcome. Yeah, the Larry the Dr. Pepper dude, he didn't invent that. I actually did. But it's interesting, man. $3. Like, who wouldn't just go to a bowl game for $3, dog? And it was a good game. It was a 1-point game. It was 24-23.
Okay.
It was a good game. It was a good game.
Word up.
So I just wanted to let y'all know.
Did they cover the spread?
No.
Okay.
Nope, they did not. They did not. But no, it's interesting, man.
Is your thing on wins and losses, or you're doing the spread?
No, my thing is just straight wins and losses. It's straight up and down. And so, but it's interesting, man. I don't even know where I'm at on it right now. I think I was tied for like 6th place or 5th, because it was like 3 people in 4, or 3 or 4 people in 2nd place. So it's like the margin isn't very far. It's not very large at all. For the differences in winners and stuff, but it was interesting. It's real interesting. So yeah, I haven't kept up with it because I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna win this one.
Yeah.
So
shout out, you know what? Speaking of football and such, shout out to the Buffalo Bills. Like somebody put out a meme, right? And they said the last time the Bills made the playoffs, Windows 95 had just came out. The first Toy Story came out. Bill Clinton was president, and their current quarterback was 6 years old.
Wow, for real? For real?
Also, Hampton native. Shout out to Tyrod.
Tyrod, yes sir. Yeah, man. So I think
even though I hate his high school. I hate Hampton High School.
Oh, do you really? I don't know who won between LSU and Notre Dame, and OU and Georgia are playing right now for 2 of the Final 4, and so there's only really there's 3 bowl games left. Like I said, I don't know, but I'm at 19 and the leader is at 22. They would have to get everything wrong, and I don't think they will, because we kind of agreed on a few things anyway. So but it is what it is, man. So I had a good time this year. I think I got 51% of my selections right, 51.35, and the winner is sitting at a balmy 59% accurate. So
Oklahoma losing right now.
Are they good? Because I selected Georgia to win.
Well, it's 38-31 right now. Started the 4th.
Is it really? Okay, 38-31, and I selected Georgia to win, and okay, so to finish them out, I selected Georgia to win. I selected Clemson to win, and I selected.
I really hope Clemson wins. Like, let's put an end to this Bama thing. Like, let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. Like, let's just go ahead and put an end to this Bama thing.
Yeah, I really need to. And then I selected Georgia to beat Clemson, I think, for the final thing, 42-38. But we'll see how it all breaks out and how it all shakes down, man. But I guess actually, Mike, we had more time than that. Well, no, we started at 10 after, so that's about it, man. So, Mike, do you have any shout outs before we get up out of this piece?
Man, it's just shout out to all of the people that were concerned about the things that was happening with me, all the people who wished me well, that sent out prayers, just all the people who commented, liked posts, and showed their concern for your boy, positive vibes, all that, like spirit fingers, like all that, no matter who you are and what you do, to send some sort of positivity my way when I was really going through it, and trying to force myself to get through it. Thank you. like that's, you know, I couldn't ask for better people that in the abstract represents me. In that, like, you know, you know, some people say you are who your friends are. And,
yeah, you are.
You know, like through all of that. Yeah, through all of that, I know that I must be a really good dude to have so many good people behind me.
Word up. Word up.
So thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, you know, dude,
shout out to my old district manager. She's about to get all the cookies. I'm making all of the cookies.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Word up. Word. Hey, go ahead and make her some of that banana pudding, no dog.
I might have to. I might have to break out the banana pudding. I thought about making some banana pudding for my old assistant because she lost her job also.
Oh man, that's tough. Okay. Well, look, I want to give a shout out to everybody who have turned us on. Pause. Who have listened to, downloaded, and or watched Facetious since we started. Like, next episode will be 2 full years, which this would have actually been the 2-year break, but we took a week off over Christmas. Y'all see what I'm saying? So it would have put us at episode 104. So
and we could have did an episode later in the week, but like I had so much going on. Like I was just like, he was just like, when can you record again? I'm like, man.
Look like we trying to go swim, right? You know, we have problems swimming, so it's like,
help. You know, I can't swim. Like, so, like I can't front. Like whenever I go somewhere where I can swim, I ain't getting in nothing that's too deep where I can't just stand up and be all right.
Here's the thing. Believe it or not, no one ever taught me how to tread water, but because I took Nautilus in college. It was like part of my fitness class that I had to take. And so half a semester was weightlifting. The other half was like swimming. So I took swimming, and I can literally turn around in the pool. I can do a flip off the wall. I can swim underwater. I can swim on my back. I just can't tread water. I can swim.
I don't float.
Forward many ways.
I don't float.
I can even float. I simply can't tread water. I don't understand it. I can do all of that. I simply can't tread water just because I was never taught how to. And when people try to tell you, no, it's real easy. No, it's not. No, it's not. And believe me, I love physics, and I think about all of that stuff, and it's not that easy. It's really not. So, but like I said, I can get in and I can take off, and I can race with some of them. So, but that's just it. So, but look, I want to give a shout out again, you know, outside of everyone listening, man, but just to the folks who joined us live today. You know, we had Chase and Keith who dropped in. Many shout outs to everyone there. Shout outs to my boy Simpson who hit me up over the break, man.
Simpson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout outs to everyone in the chat.
He probably had to go to an event today with some ugly socks on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still up here and I'm gonna wear my ugly socks today.
Man, ain't no telling with Simpson, man. But man, shout out to the people who sit outside.
I follow him on Instagram. He can come at me about them socks. Watch.
Oh, you already know. Shout out to the people who stood outside last night for New Year's Eve. Man, let me tell you, it was cold. Like here in Oklahoma today, I've been sending these fellas my weather updates. It was 6 today and felt like -11. Like,
yeah, it was 20 something and it felt like 12 here.
Yeah, so it's been rough, but you know, shout out to the people who keep everything going, who keep our roads all cleaned up, parking lots rolling, all of that stuff, man. We really appreciate you, and shout outs to you, the listeners. Look, we'll be back in your ear again next week with episode 104. I'm not really sure what it's gonna be called, but you know, new things, right? New season.
Well, depending on my job situation.
Yeah, on the situation.
The job that I'm trying to get, they close at 6. And it's a half an hour away.
All right, so we'll have to work on reorganizing some things around. So, but I'll try to keep things up on the feed. Also, I've been updating and trying to mess around with the Discord. I now have a Facetious channel on Discord, a chat channel. So
I would like to use Discord. But Discord on my phone, I get no notifications from Discord. And I've turned everything on. It's just like, for some reason, the app on my phone, I get 0 notifications.
Oh, speaking of which, I broke my phone at the gym on last week. So I had to buy. So I went ahead and bought the Honor 7X car we were talking about. And I got the blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh so. Yeah, I'm plotting on mine. I got my I'm like real close. I got
like
my
they running a deal on it now. Like you can get a selfie stick and something else for like an extra $19, and you can get a selfie stick and some other things.
What I look like with a selfie stick?
I'm just gonna go to the Dollar Tree and get a selfie stick if I need one, but I don't need one. I don't take selfies. So
yeah, if you ever see me with my own selfie stick. Not like one that I borrowed because I'm out with some people and I just put my phone on it, like that type of thing.
Right.
Like how I had to do in Alabama when we were taking pictures at the with me from them.
Mm-hmm.
With me from them. Like, so okay, not like that. But if I own a selfie stick that belongs to me, feel free to slap me to sleep. Like slap me until I pass out. Like for real. Feel free. Like that's not what's going down.
It's gonna be a follow-through slap. It's gonna be one of those where you push on through. It's just gonna
but no. It's slap fight rules. You can only pull back to your ear.
Like, okay.
You can only pull back to your
right
ear.
Just come from right there.
Yeah, you can only pull back to your ear before you come forward. Like it's slap fight rules. But yeah, do that. Like I would buy the thing with the selfie stick and immediately send that junk to my daughter. I'm like,
nope. On to you. Now, Keith said, looking at that thong, you broke your phone. Nah, man, I wish it was that funny. I was actually just I was changing in the men's locker room, and I had on these really big basketball shorts, and they're kind of
yeah. My chat stopped, so I don't know if anybody said anything.
Yeah. No, he did. And then Mark said, "What's up, fellas? Happy New Year." Thanks. Same to you, Mark. And so what I did, I crossed my leg, like I put it up across to tie my shoe. And when I put it up across and lifted my leg, it just slid right out of my shorts and hit the concrete on the ground and broke. So, but yeah, it's a little frustrating. I had it since I'd had it.
Go ahead and get that out of box though.
Nah, man. Like this one, I already got. It comes with a case, and I'm just gotta buy a screen protector, and so we're gonna be good. It comes with a clear case. But
I've never been a fan of screen protectors. Like it make stuff so cumbersome.
Here's the thing. I could tell you, screen protectors actually stop your screen from breaking. Just because of the tension that they apply to the screen, and so. I always try to put one on. I just have had one off on this one for a while because every time I put one on, I happen to get lint under it and it doesn't stay on. Then it is bothersome because it's fully black and it looks bad. And so that's the only reason. But I should have had one on. But it was $120 to repair the screen. But the Honor 7X is $199. So I was like, I'd rather go with something brand new.
Yeah, I'm plotting on mine. I'm waiting until like this job starts or like when I start getting like my bonus money from December for my last job and the payments for the end of December and stuff like that. I already got my severance money, so
good.
They gave me a small severance because I didn't get the full thing because I'd only been there officially since October. So I didn't get a huge one, but it was enough for me to do what I needed to do. But yeah, the only thing I'm doing right now is I'm gonna get that capture card. That's gonna get out.
There you go. Well, everybody, thank you so much for listening and watching Facetious 103. Be back in your ear and in front of your eyeballs again next week. All right. Peace out to the Warriors.
Peace out to the Warriors.